Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In this video we are going to be doing an update of Washington Reagan National Airport. And before I get started, I do want to apologize that I am not including the time lapses as much anymore. The reason why I'm not doing them is because it just takes so long. To put it into retrospect, the actual update takes me about 20 minutes to record, and then it's actually playing for around about 10 minutes in each update. However, the time lapses take me over an hour to record, and I'm only in the update for like 10 to 15 seconds. So to me, it just doesn't really seem worth it. However, it is kind of nice to have them in the update. So I'm still gonna try and do them in a few updates in the future. It's just, you know, I can't really do it for every single update because it's just a lot of work for like a 10 to 15 second thing. So I do apologize for that. The other thing is with subscriber routes. The past two Reagan updates, there's been a very big kind of trend, I guess you could say, with people asking me for sub routes for international destinations out of Reagan. Now, Reagan is a national airport. Now, apart from, you know, Canada and little bits of, you know, the Caribbean and places like that, you don't get any international flights out of Reagan. There's actually a flight limit around Reagan, very similar to LaGuardia. There's a few exceptions for flights to the west coast of America, but apart from that, there's not many long haul flights. Well, there aren't any long haul flights at all out of Reagan, but you know, the biggest plane we get here, well, there has been a 767 that's landed here, I think once in the past, but you know, on a regular basis, the largest plane you'll get here is a 757-300, and anything below really. So yeah, now I've got that off my chest, I can get into this update now. So this is a night update. I've kind of included a few more 757s than usual, and the 757s tend to come in the evening, and also I'm filming this at night, so I just put two and two together and thought, you know, this is going to be a night update. But apart from those things, there's not really much different to this update. Of course, we have the extension on as well. I've still got to get around to doing the markings on that extension, but yeah, I'm going to get on with this now. So here we have a Southwest 737-700 in the Triple Crown 1 livery. He's going to be heading out to Milwaukee, or One World Man 2009's airport. His subscriber route was actually going to be on a Southwest 737-800, but I can't actually use my 737-800 because it's actually busted at the moment. There's a few things wrong with it. I accidentally dropped it off on my shelf, and so I'm kind of waiting for another company to release one. NG Models have said they're going to be releasing a 737 from Southwest soon, but in the model aircraft industry, that soon could mean next week or it could mean in a year's time, so we don't really know. But yeah, this plane is going to be heading out to Milwaukee. Next to him here we have a JetBlue A320. He's going to be heading out to Boston. Now, I know the A320 isn't really a realistic plane that comes to Reagan. This is my only JetBlue aircraft I have, and it doesn't, I don't think, come to any of the DC airports. Of course, JetBlue have actually come out of Dulles completely, so Baltimore and Reagan are the only two airports that JetBlue fly to, of the airports that I do anyway, and they usually operate ERJ 190s. I would be on a very high lookout for an ERJ 190, but JetBlue are actually going to be replacing the ERJ 190s starting next year in 2020 with the A220s, so I'm probably going to wait for Gemini Jets or NG Models or whatever company to release a JetBlue A220, and then I'll probably get a couple of them, maybe in different liveries. I'll see how it goes. But this one's going to be heading out to Boston. Next here, just landed in on the runway, we have a American 757-200. He's just landed in from Los Angeles, and he's going to be heading back out to Los Angeles tomorrow, so he's going to be at the airport overnight and then head out in the morning. Next here, also landed in, we have an American Eagle ERJ 175. He's landed in from Providence or Sunbird Films airport, so he's landed in from Providence and he's going to be heading over to the gate. Then next here, just getting fueled up as well, we have another American Eagle ERJ 175. He's going to be heading out to Miami or Barbadian Aviation Mappings Airport. And then next here we have a American Eagle CLJ 700, he's going to be heading out to Norfolk. Now when it comes down to American Eagle, I'm pretty much almost there. I would say I would love to get a CLJ 900 and then maybe a couple of CLJ 200s, but just considering the amount of gates I have on this airport, this is a dulled down version of Reagan. Of course, at the real Reagan you'd see probably, I don't know, 10 CLJ 200s all at once, but I don't have the space on this airport to fit 10 CLJ 200s, so 2 is going to probably work just fine, and then I've kind of probably finished the American section after that. I actually also have some American Airlines models coming, so not American Eagle but American Airlines. I'll probably do an unboxing of them soon. They haven't arrived yet, but they have been shipped and they are on their way to me, so as soon as they come I will do an unboxing of them. But here we have an American 737-800 in the One World livery. He's just going to be heading out to Dallas. And next down here we have an American A321. He's going to be heading out to Charlotte. On the other side of the terminal here we have an Alaska A320. He's going to be heading out to Seattle. I actually took a flight very similar to this, the Alaska A320 from Seattle to Dulles. I released a flight review of that the other day, so if you haven't seen that, definitely go check that out. And then here, just taxiing into the gate, we have an Air Canada Express CLJ 900. He's coming from Toronto. Then here we have a United Express ERJ 175. He's just getting catered up for a flight out to Burlington or Pan Am Fan 747's airport. And then here it is, this is the United 757-300. This is the largest plane Reagan gets on a regular basis. This is going to be heading out to San Francisco. Next here in focus we have a Delta Connection CRJ 200. He's going to be heading out to Moline International Airport or Scott Carls Airport. And then in the background there we have a Delta 737-900. He's going to be heading out to San Diego or Mr. Plains Airport. And finally for this terminal we have a Delta 757-200. He's going to be heading out to Salt Lake City. Then in the background here, in the hard stands, we have a United 737-900. He's just going to be heading out to Seattle. That is a suggested route. And then behind him there, we have a blank 727. He's going to be heading out to Savannah on a chartered route. And finally for this update, we're moving on to the low-cost carrier terminal now. This is where all the low-cost, all the mainstream super low-cost carriers come to. So here we have a Southwest 737-700 in the Canyon Blue livery. He's going to be heading out to Denver. And then behind him there we have a Frontier A320neo. He's also going to be heading out to Denver. It's the only route Frontier have out of Reagan. And then finally for this update here we have a Southwest 737-700 in the Hearts livery, the regular new livery. He's going to be heading out to Atlanta. And that does conclude this update of Washington Reagan National Airport. I hope you did enjoy. Again, subscriber routes, make sure they're realistic. I don't mind any routes to within America. It's just when it gets to kind of international routes outside of Canada and kind of the Caribbean kind of area, but apart from that it should be fine. All of the routes that are suggested I should comply with and should put in this update. Again, if I did miss your suggested route or subscriber route, just leave it again in the next video and I will soon get around to it. So apart from that, there's nothing really else for me to say. So without further ado, I want to thank you very much for watching this video and I will see you in the next video. Bye.